talked about some of these already. So 46% of all residents were born outside of North Carolina who live here. Top 5 states, and this is a moving thing each year, but New York, probably no surprise, right? Virginia, Florida, believe it or not. We have a lot of people from Florida moving up here. Pennsylvania, and then obviously South Carolina. So 49% of the people moving here are male, 51% female. So I said, kudos guys, I guess. You got a couple extra percent there. Top baby chaser destination. Anybody know what that means?
Anybody know what a baby chaser is?
It's where the grandparents go down for the grandkids, not the actual kids.
Yes, exactly. We're seeing a ton of that.
Yeah.
And then North Carolina and South Carolina both were top 5 in growth states in 2023. So, I mean, we predict that Charlotte is just going to continue to grow and grow and be a destination place for a lot of people, a lot of candidates. So, as a recruiter, that's a good thing.
10,000 baby boomers retire every day. And that's a very, very important stat because they're essentially the baby chasers. So we're not just, when we talk about people moving for jobs, yeah, it's a great place. People come, they move, they establish, they start families, and then the grandparents, as they retire, they want to get close, and so they come, they follow. So you have people just kind of starting their careers, people ending their careers, and everybody's kind of converging in the same spot.
I dispute this one. Brad.
Somehow Buffalo, New York is at the top of the list for something. But no, this came out by Zillow about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, beginning of the year, and they're predicting Buffalo, and a lot of that has to do with supply and demand. So it is true, especially up that way, Buffalo, Rochester, those areas. There's so little supply up there, and there is still demand. So, but what's interesting about this is all the concentration is essentially from the Midwest to the East Coast, which we've never seen before, well, at least in the last 5 years. Because if you were to look at 2021, you would have seen San Francisco up there, you would have seen Austin, Texas, you would have seen Nashville, Tennessee, you would have seen some of those cities. They're not on the list currently for this year. Whereas Charlotte has consistently been on that list the last 4 years, running in the top 10. So we are predicted to be in the top 10 at number 7, but definitely, Miami's been on that list for a considerable amount of time. So,
having been here for 20 years, we've seen a couple cycles. This one's been different because of COVID, but same thing. The big cities move and they get a little overheated, and then it moves to the more regional cities. So Charlotte usually sees an uptick in values like this. The big cities and the outskirts of LA and Vegas, they'll go like this, San Fran, and then they'll come down. So that's the nice part about Charlotte too. You've seen it's been a more rapid rise in values over the last, say, 3 years. But prior to that, you saw a pretty steady increase in property values. So we didn't see the same drops in value that Florida did, California, Nashville. I guess Nashville not as much as say Nevada, but it's just a steadier growth. That's been more healthy for the Charlotte economy as a whole, real estate market. And now